A few summers ago, I had the healthiest looking tomato plants I'd grown in years. Big green leaves, tall stems, thick branches. From a distance, they looked absolutely perfect. But week after week, I kept walking out to the garden expecting to see tomatoes forming, and there was nothing. Just leaves. No fruit. No harvest. No beautiful red tomatoes hanging from the vines. And honestly, it was frustrating, because when a tomato plant looks healthy, most gardeners assume everything is going well. But tomatoes can actually look strong while quietly struggling to produce fruit. And the strange part is, one of the most common causes is something gardeners do with good intentions. Today, I want to show you exactly why this happens, how to spot the signs early, and the simple changes that can finally get your tomato plants producing the way they should. Because in many cases, the fix is easier than people think. If we haven't met before, welcome. Around here, we believe gardening should feel peaceful, simple, and rewarding, not stressful. And if your tomatoes are growing leaves but refusing to produce fruit, you are definitely not alone. Even experienced gardeners run into this problem, especially during warm summers when tomato plants suddenly start putting all their energy into growing bigger instead of producing tomatoes. Now, before you give up on your plants, let me reassure you of something important. A leafy tomato plant is not usually a dead plant. In fact, many of these plants can still become extremely productive. They're simply sending their energy in the wrong direction. And once you understand why the plant is behaving this way, you can usually guide it back toward fruit production. Old gardeners used to say, tomatoes don't need pampering nearly as much as they need balance. And honestly, that's very true. So let's talk about what's really happening inside the plant. Tomato plants naturally have two major goals. One is vegetative growth, meaning leaves, stems, and branches. The other is reproduction, meaning flowers and fruit. When conditions strongly favor growth, the plant keeps producing more leaves. But when conditions become balanced, the plant begins focusing on tomatoes. And one of the biggest reasons plants stay stuck in leaf mode is too much nitrogen. Nitrogen is the nutrient responsible for leafy green growth. It's wonderful early in the season, but if tomato plants continue receiving heavy nitrogen later on, they often become oversized, bushy, and slow to fruit. This happens constantly with lawn fertilizer accidentally reaching garden beds. It also happens when gardeners feed tomatoes strong, high nitrogen fertilizers every week because the plants look hungry. The result? Beautiful leaves, very little fruit. The first thing I recommend is checking the fertilizer you're using. Look closely at the numbers on the package. If the first number is much higher than the others, that fertilizer is heavily focused on leafy growth. For example, something like 20-10-10 pushes strong green growth, but a balanced tomato fertilizer often looks more like 5-10-10 or 4-6-8. That lower nitrogen level helps shift the plant's energy toward flowering and fruit production. And once flowers appear consistently, tomatoes usually follow. Now, here's another important mistake many gardeners accidentally make: too much watering. I know that sounds surprising, because tomatoes absolutely need water. But when soil stays constantly soaked, tomato plants often continue producing excess foliage instead of focusing on fruit. The roots become overly comfortable. The plant keeps growing bigger, but flowering slows down. Tomatoes actually perform better when watering is deep but less frequent. That encourages stronger root systems and better fruit production. Instead of shallow daily watering, try soaking the soil deeply a few times per week, depending on your weather, especially once plants are mature. Most tomato plants do best with about 1 to 2 inches of water per week, but consistency matters more than perfection. Huge swings between dry soil and soaking wet soil can stress the plant and interfere with fruit development. Temperature matters too. Tomatoes produce pollen best when daytime temperatures stay roughly between 70 and 90 degrees, and if nighttime temperatures stay above 75 degrees for long periods, flowers may drop before fruit forms. That's why gardeners sometimes see lots of blooms during heat waves, but no tomatoes. The flowers simply fail to pollinate properly. In extremely hot weather, even healthy plants may temporarily pause fruit production, and thankfully, many will recover once temperatures calm down. But there's one more hidden issue that causes massive leafy growth in tomatoes, and this next mistake is incredibly common in raised beds and containers. As the season progresses, tomato plants naturally become heavier feeders, and many gardeners respond by adding more compost, more fertilizer, more fish emulsion, and more plant food. But in rich soil, tomato plants can actually become overfed, especially in containers where nutrients build up quickly. You'll often notice dark green leaves, very thick stems, huge plants, but very few flowers. That's the classic sign of excess nitrogen. In this situation, sometimes the best thing you can do is stop feeding the plant for a while. Seriously, let the tomatoes slow down naturally. Once growth settles, many plants begin shifting toward flower production on their own. One old-school gardener trick is lightly stressing the plant, just a little. Not enough to damage it, just enough to encourage reproduction. Experienced gardeners sometimes slightly reduce watering once plants are mature, or they avoid constantly pruning and babying the plant. Because when tomato plants become too comfortable, they often continue growing instead of reproducing. Nature works that way sometimes. A plant under mild stress often decides it's time to produce fruit. Now, another hidden problem is lack of sunlight. Tomatoes are extremely sun-hungry plants. Many gardeners underestimate just how much direct sunlight tomatoes need for strong fruit production. A plant may survive in partial sun, it may even grow beautiful leaves, but without enough sunlight, fruit production can stay disappointingly low. Most tomato plants truly need at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily, and honestly, more is usually better. If nearby trees, fences, or buildings cast heavy afternoon shade, that alone can reduce flowering dramatically. Your tomato plant will usually tell you what it needs if you learn to watch closely. Pale leaves often point toward nutrient deficiency. Wilting during cool mornings can suggest root problems. But very dark green leaves combined with giant leafy growth usually signal excess nitrogen. And when flowers appear but constantly fall off, heat stress or pollination problems are often involved. The plant is communicating. We just have to slow down enough to notice. One trick many older gardeners still use is gently shaking tomato cages or branches in the morning. That small movement helps spread pollen between flowers, especially during humid weather when pollination becomes sluggish. You don't need to shake aggressively, just a gentle movement can help improve fruit set, and surprisingly, it often works very well. So, if your tomato plants are growing lots of leaves but very little fruit, here are the biggest things to check. Too much nitrogen, overwatering, excess feeding, extreme heat, not enough sunlight, poor pollination. And remember, leafy growth alone does not mean success. Tomato plants need balance. Once that balance returns, fruit production usually follows. And I'd love to hear from you. Have your tomato plants ever grown huge and leafy without producing tomatoes? Let us know what your season has looked like down in the comments. Your experience may end up helping another gardener too. And if you're noticing flowers dropping off your tomato plants before tomatoes form, make sure you watch the next video because that problem is connected to this one more often than most gardeners realize.